Welcome to our channel. Today, we present the Great Geographical Discoveries, explorations that reshaped the world. Join us as we embark on a cinematic journey across oceans, following the fearless explorers whose voyages changed the course of history forever. Stay with us, and don't forget to support the channel. Segment 1. The Dawn of Discovery. Curiosity has always driven humanity, but the 15th century sparked an age like no other. Advances in navigation, shipbuilding, and cartography empowered sailors to venture beyond familiar coasts. Monarchs financed these daring voyages, hoping to unlock riches and knowledge hidden across the uncharted seas. Setting the stage for global exploration, Portugal emerged as a pioneer in this new era. Under Prince Henry, the navigator's guidance, expeditions pushed southward along Africa's coast. Each voyage brought back maps, goods, and vital information. Slowly, fear of the unknown began to fade, replaced by a hunger for discovery and wealth. The world was on the brink of change. The lure of spices from Asia was irresistible. Pepper, cinnamon, and cloves were luxuries worth their weight in gold. European demand grew, but traditional overland trade routes were controlled by powerful empires. Navigators searched desperately for sea routes to bypass intermediaries and connect directly with Asia. This ambition shaped the course of exploration. As maritime skills improved, confidence in long-distance voyages increased. Sailors learned to harness wind patterns and ocean currents. New ships like caravels could withstand dangerous waters while carrying heavy loads. With courage and technology combined, Europe was preparing for a monumental leap into the wider world. Religion also fueled these expeditions. Many explorers saw themselves as crusaders, spreading Christianity to new lands. Monarchs encouraged this mission, hoping conversions would strengthen their influence overseas. Spiritual motivations blended with economic ambition, making discovery both a divine duty and a path to power. By the late 15th century, the stage was set. European kingdoms were poised to launch expeditions across uncharted waters. Wealth, faith, and curiosity all converged, inspiring voyages that would soon redraw the maps of the world. The dawn of discovery had begun, and history was about to transform forever. Segment 2. Voyages of Columbus and the New World. In 1492, Christopher Columbus embarked on one of history's most famous voyages. Supported by Spain's monarchs, he set sail westward, convinced he would reach Asia. Instead, he encountered lands unknown to Europeans, opening an entirely new chapter in global history. The discovery of the Americas. Columbus's arrival forever altered the course of civilizations. Indigenous societies, rich in culture and tradition, faced dramatic encounters with Europeans. Exchange of goods, ideas, and unfortunately diseases reshaped populations. This moment marked the beginning of cultural fusion and conflict, with consequences still felt today. The Columbian Exchange became one of history's greatest transformations. Crops such as potatoes, maize, and tomatoes reached Europe, enriching diets. In return, horses, cattle, and wheat were introduced to the Americas. This transatlantic movement forever connected two worlds, blending landscapes and reshaping economies on both sides. For Spain, the discovery brought immense wealth. Gold and silver flowed across the Atlantic, funding armies, palaces, and expansion. Yet, this prosperity came at a cost. Indigenous peoples endured conquest, labor, and cultural upheaval. The legacy of this exchange remains complex, marked by both progress and profound loss. Columbus's voyages inspired countless others. Explorers, merchants, and conquerors rushed across the Atlantic, eager to claim territory and riches. Rivalries grew among European powers, transforming the Americas into a battleground of empires. What began as one man's bold vision quickly evolved into a global race for dominance. The New World was no longer a mystery. It had become a symbol of opportunity and transformation. From this point forward, Europe and the Americas would remain forever linked, shaping a new age of history built on exploration, exchange, and the unfolding story of humanity's interconnected world. Segment 3. Magellan and the First Circumnavigation. Ferdinand Magellan dreamed of a westward route to Asia. In 1519, he led a Spanish expedition of 5 ships, determined to prove the Earth could be circumnavigated. The journey was perilous, filled with storms, mutinies, and uncharted waters. Yet, it marked one of humanity's greatest achievements. Sailing through South America, Magellan discovered the strait that now bears his name. This narrow, treacherous passage opened access to the vast Pacific Ocean. Though brutal storms claimed ships and lives, the fleet pressed on. The Pacific's endless waters tested endurance and revealed the immensity of Earth. Months of hunger and hardship followed. Sailors endured scurvy and despair, yet the vision of reaching Asia kept them alive. Finally, the expedition reached the Philippines, where Magellan himself met his end in battle. Leadership passed to others, but the dream of circumnavigation lived on. In 1522, the lone surviving ship, Victoria, returned to Spain. Out of hundreds of men, only a handful survived. Yet their voyage had proven the Earth was round, vast, and interconnected by oceans. This accomplishment became a milestone of human courage and exploration. The circumnavigation revealed the world's true scale. Maps were redrawn, horizons expanded, and knowledge forever transformed. Europe now understood the globe was larger than imagined, with seas uniting distant lands. Humanity's vision of the planet was forever altered by this bold, harrowing journey. Magellan's legacy lived on. His expedition inspired future explorers and solidified Spain's position as a maritime power. Despite the loss of its leader, the circumnavigation stood as proof of human resilience, ambition, and determination to unlock the mysteries of the world. Segment 4. Expansion of trade and the spice routes. Trade was the lifeblood of exploration. Spices, silk, and precious metals drove monarchs to fund dangerous expeditions. Vasco da Gama's successful voyage around Africa to India in 1498 transformed commerce forever. Europe had finally secured a direct route to Asia's riches, bypassing traditional overland intermediaries. Control of trade routes sparked fierce rivalries. Portugal established trading posts across Africa, India, and Southeast Asia, while Spain focused on the Americas. Soon, the Dutch and English joined the competition, building powerful fleets. The seas became theaters of both commerce and conflict, shaping international politics for centuries. The spice trade became the heart of global commerce. Nutmeg, cloves, and cinnamon were prized luxuries, enriching those who controlled supply. Small islands in Southeast Asia became the center of world attention, as European powers battled to dominate these vital sources of wealth. Beyond spices, exploration brought silk, porcelain, and exotic goods into Europe. These commodities inspired fashion, innovation, and new tastes. Markets transformed, cities thrived, and merchant classes grew in wealth and influence. Global trade networks began to weave a new economic order. Maritime empires emerged, with vast fleets protecting commerce across oceans. Trade routes connected continents, creating the earliest forms of globalization. Goods, cultures, and technologies moved faster than ever before. knitting together societies once separated by vast distances. The expansion of trade was more than economic. It was cultural, political, and even spiritual. As Europe reached outwards, the world grew smaller, yet more complex. These trade routes became pathways of transformation, carrying both prosperity and profound change across the globe. Segment 5. Legacy of the Great Discoveries. The Great Geographical Discoveries reshaped not only maps, but also the destiny of humanity. Borders shifted, cultures intertwined, and economies expanded. Exploration ushered in a new age where continents were forever linked. And the foundation of our modern interconnected world was laid. The discoveries accelerated scientific curiosity. New lands revealed unfamiliar plants, animals, and peoples. Knowledge of astronomy, navigation, and geography advanced rapidly. Scholars and explorers inspired one another, fueling the Renaissance and laying the groundwork for the scientific revolution. Discovery was not only material, but intellectual. Yet, the legacy is complex. Exploration brought conquest, colonization, and exploitation. Indigenous peoples suffered displacement, disease, and cultural loss. While new opportunities flourished for some, others endured profound tragedies. The dual nature of discovery, progress, and destruction remains a vital lesson in history. The age of discovery also shifted global power. Spain, Portugal, and later England, France, and the Netherlands built vast empires. Control of colonies and trade shaped centuries of rivalry, shaping modern geopolitics. The world's balance of power was forever altered by these bold maritime journeys. Modern globalization traces its roots to this era. Goods, ideas, and people flowed across continents in unprecedented ways. While our world today is digital and fast, its foundation was built by wooden ships, brave sailors, and the spirit of discovery. Their legacy still guides us. The story of the Great Geographical Discoveries is timeless. It reminds us of humanity's thirst for knowledge, courage in the face of the unknown, and capacity to reshape destiny. Their voyages echo across history, inspiring us to explore, to learn, and to imagine a world without limits.